Good morning. Happy Sunday morning. Yes, Sunday. Scale was really good to me yesterday. I'm surprised. I didn't really think the scale would change much. I thought, if anything, this was the first time I ever stepped on the scale and thought, I'm probably going to stay the same this week because I felt no different. I didn't. There was no significant change in my mind over the past 7 days. And I said to myself before I stepped on, it's going to go up a little or stay the same. And I stepped on the scale and I was down 3.2, which is, wonderful. I am at a brand new low in my life. Again, I've said this before, but the numbers I'm at right now, it might sound crazy to think of this, but so I weighed in yesterday at 210 pounds. The numbers I'm at now, I have not been at since grade school. I have not been at them since grade school, that's for sure. And we're talking about 4th grade, maybe 5th grade. Right now, it's all guesswork. It really is all guesswork now. I know I have significant moments in my life where I know what I weighed for a certain reason, because of events that happened. I know them. But now we are in territory that it really is uncharted territory. And the one thing I could say about all of it is you certainly have to defeat yourself in the process of all this. Everybody has this idea of what the ideal version of them looks like, right? And you believe that because you joined a system like this and you're watching this video, you believe that ideal version of you is a scale number. And then you stumble upon a video from me and someone like me says, this has nothing to do with the scale. And the reality is that the scale is the most worthless number of all of the numbers that make up your body. And it's the number we value as a symbol of health. And until we see it for what it is, nothing will ever change, really. The reality is the scale number is the least significant number of all the numbers that make you who you are. Because as long as two people can exist at the same weight, like two guys that are 200 pounds each, you would say, oh, well, both of them are healthy because they're 200 pounds each. But if one of them is 40 to 50% body fat and the other one is 10 to 15% body fat, there's going to be a clear difference between the two men, even though they are the same scale number. And this is why I tell you that the scale is the most insignificant number of all the numbers that make up your body. People have this idea that when I get to this scale number, I'll be happy. And they have this idea that, or when I can fit into these pants, I'll be happy. Oftentimes, when people choose significant things like this, it becomes a disappointment. And that's because if they ever, or when they ever reach those things, they realize they're still not happy. Like someone who gets, let's say, oh, I'm just going to get a tummy tuck done. And then before you know it, they have implants, they have fillers, they have all kinds of things, because one thing led to the next thing, of why they were unhappy. Really, the entire journey is called a journey for a reason. It is not a journey to a scale number. It is a journey for you to face everything that currently makes you who you are. Everything that currently is a coping mechanism, you face that. Everything that, all of the bad habits that create you right now is the reason why you're in the position you're in to need programs like this. And the journey is overcoming every single habit, overcoming every single behavior that makes you who you are. And it's not just a behavior of, like, and a lot of people will hold on to is, oh, well, I did this as a coping mechanism because I was abused, or whatever the case. Look, the idea that it's okay to keep the coping mechanisms because of the history is a false ideology. It's just enabling you to stay right where you are. Facing the obstacles is exactly why what you need to do in order to get to the peace and the peace and contentment of your life, right? This is the way you become happy. It has nothing to do with a scale result. It has nothing to do with a pair of pants. It has nothing to do with anything you think it is. It is you overcoming every fear, overcoming every obstacle, overcoming every habit that has made you into the person that needs this program. That's the journey. That's what it is. That's why they call it a journey. And this is why people can reach scale numbers and still not be happy. This is why people can be at a scale number that they always wanted and still be unhealthy. It's just not the measuring point. It's almost the fool's way of looking at health right now. And it's a false value, and all of it is false in the end of it all. And if you don't grow, if you don't end up growing and overcoming, there's always just going to be the next thing that you're obsessed with in the process, and no actual change happens because the person who makes you who you are just changed the object of changes the object of obsession. Like, I have friends who essentially back in the 80s, 90s, whatever, maybe even early 2000s, when the bariatric surgery was becoming really big to do, I've had friends who had huge success, and their obsessions went from food to alcohol. They did not grow from the situation. And I, being one of them, did not grow from the situation. I told you this story many times about how I had the surgery. Did not grow from the surgery. Gained basically almost everything back. Over 15 years of time, I sat in denial that the scale was not good, and I didn't learn anything. And I'm really the same person, and going right back to where I came from, even though the surgery prevented it for a while. The journey is the journey for a reason. And that reason is it takes as long as it takes because it's about you coming to the point of sacrifice. It's about you coming to the end of yourself. It's about you coming to the end of your own bullshit and say, enough is enough. Let me do the hard thing. That's what it's all about. It's Sunday. It's the Lord's Day. It's family day. Enjoy your family. Enjoy your worship. Enjoy your Sunday. I love each and every one of you. God bless you all.